Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel or you do not know who I am, my name is Jacob and this is Vintage by Jacob. Now, I am a full-time online reseller of vintage and basically any type of clothing I can get my hands on and resell online. Now, I primarily sell on the Poshmark app, and that is where I make my full-time income. Like seriously, all my checks come from the Poshmark app, and it is super crazy at this point. But I have basically been using this YouTube channel as a way to document my day-to-day practices as a business owner and an entrepreneur, and giving you guys kind of some transparency about what it's really like, some behind the scenes looks of what it's really like to try and scale a reselling business or a business in general. So yes, I tried to provide some real practical information on how to make money, grow a business, all that fun stuff, just some real life examples, and I try to do it in a informative but also an entertaining way as well. So if that sounds intriguing to you, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. I think we're building a really cool community here, and that way you'll get notified every single time I upload a video, which is typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you're feeling generous, please hit the like button. You've heard the spiel before. The YouTube algorithm loves it when you hit the like button, so go ahead, hit the like button. I cannot say thank you enough for that. Lastly, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or you just want to talk, hit me up in the comment section down below. I would love to talk to each and every one of you guys down there. So I have a really fun video today. It's actually a DIY video, and I've done several of these in the past, and I think this one is going to be really cool because it's not dealing with a garment, it is dealing with a piece of luggage. Yes, you heard it here first. I am going to try and recreate honestly a grail piece of luggage that I would really love to own one day. However, it is far too expensive for me to actively pursue trying to find one or even make a purchase on one. I am doing today is trying to replicate the Filson rugged twill duffel bag. Now this duffel bag is amazing. I think it is gorgeous. It is a super rugged, like outdoorsy, just hard wearing duffel bag that kind of has a luxurious touch to it, but this thing retails for over $400, and unfortunately, as much as I wish I was in a position to spend that much on a piece of luggage, I am not, and I would not use it enough to justify that price tag at this moment. But I would just love to own one, and fortunately I found the perfect, and when I say perfect, I mean literally the perfect base piece to recreate this piece of luggage. Let me show you. All right, check this guy out. I'm gonna be putting up pictures of the Filson bag on the screen to show you guys some examples, but I got this, albeit very low quality, almost near like replica example of the Filson bag. I mean, this thing is nothing like the Filson bag in terms of quality. It's just some really chintzy, like thin canvas fabric. Right side, this is a 100% cotton fabric bag, albeit very thin. However, that's a perfect piece that I need to try to recreate this Filson bag. But the leather detailing is a like picturesque replica of the Filson bag. All the details are in the same spot, and again, albeit this is very cheap leather. It's almost like that chintzy, like it feels like real leather, but it's like, I feel like it's leather coated like cardboard, like it's pressed with something, I don't know. It has a good feel, but it's just so, like, you can just tell that it's super lightweight, low quality. The whole bag is lightweight. But I did get this bag at the Goodwill bins. It's roughly 1 pound, and I pay about 89 cents per pound for the items that I purchased from the Goodwill bins. So yes, this bag was under $1. This bag was 89 cents, and it is going to be the perfect vessel to replicate the Filson bag that I would love to own one day. And this thing will do a great job in the meantime. Here's the only real difference that it has from the actual Filson bag is this deer embroidery on it, which honestly I can live with. I think it's kind of rad, and I think it's going to look really good once I have completely finished the bag. So yeah, this is going to be kind of my personal touch on the bag, is this nice little deer embroidery. But other than that, I mean, all the details are extremely similar, like even how the leather is cut and all that stuff, and the size. Like it's honestly, I think this is a Chinese-esque knockoff of the Filson bag that is online for over $400. Right, so yes, I'm going to transform this extremely cheap, under $1, an 89 cents duffel bag that I got at the thrift store into what to me is going to be an example of a $400 duffel bag, and I'm super excited to do so. So if you've watched some of my videos in the past, I've talked about Filson. It's kind of like my grail brand, so to speak. I love all their stuff, and one of my favorite materials that they use is what's called a waxed canvas. I think it's super rad. It is actually what this hat is. This is a Duluth pack hat. I've talked about this company in past videos as well. But what waxed canvas is like the title explains, it is a canvas that is soaked in wax to make it waterproof and more abrasion resistant, hard wearing, and it just has a really cool look to it. And over time, like, the wax really blends in well and gets patinaed super nice. I think the stuff looks awesome, and I have videos in the past of me trying to recreate some of the Filson stuff using different waxed canvas methods of my own, and is what I'm going to be doing today with this duffel bag. All right, so the duffel bag on the Filson website, like I said, it's a $400 duffel bag. Yes, it is a thicker canvas. Yes, it uses high quality leather, or a more high quality leather than this one. But as far as size and characteristics, this bag is going to work perfectly fine. So I'm actually going to wax this canvas myself. So in order to do that, you need a few basic supplies. It's a disclaimer, do not try this at home. This is for entertainment purposes only, la la la. I am not responsible if you guys end up, hurting yourself or burning something down. That's my disclosure. So do this at your own discretion if you're gonna do it. But if you wanna do it, what you need is golf wax. I get this at my local Walmart or hardware store or grocery store. It's like $3 for a pound of it. I think I'll be able to get this one done in half a pound. But this is a paraffin wax, and it actually states on the Filson website that they use a paraffin wax to coat their wax garments. So that is, I guess, the cheapest and most closest way I'm going to be able to wax this canvas and have it replicate what the Filson fabric actually is. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the wax and you're going to want to put it in an old pot that you don't need and have some sort of heating element under it. I'm using this old skillet that I don't use anymore. I put the wax in a pot. I already have this one melting right here. And then you're going to want an old brush as well in order to apply it to the fabric in order to create that waxed fabric look and performance. I mean, really the only difference between this bag right now and the Filson bag, again, this one is a cheaper bag, no doubt about that. But the only difference is that this one doesn't have a waxed finish on it. So I'm going to apply the wax finish, show you guys how I do that, and hopefully we can make somewhat of a passable example of what the Filson bag would be. Disclaimer again, it's not going to be exactly like the Filson bag. In terms of style, it's going to be very, very close. I do not think this thing will outperform the Filson bag by any means. But as far as style and somewhat practicability, I think it's going to be, a passable version, especially for what I'm going to use it for with my lifestyle. So I'm going to throw the camera up on a tripod and give you guys a little time lapse. So what I'm going to actually be doing is taking this brush, getting it nice and coated with wax, and I'm going to be transferring it to the bag and brushing it on, and I'm going to get the whole bag nice and coated evenly and just a nice thick coat across the whole bag. So let me throw the camera up on the tripod and I'll throw a little time lapse in there and show you guys and give you guys a little time lapse of me doing this. Alright, so I got the bag coated extremely well. As you can see, it is just caked with wax. So I think this is actually going to turn out super good. So as I recommended in the past, what I used to do with my wax canvas products is after I get it thoroughly coated with wax with the brush, I would take a blow dryer and slowly blow dry it. Wax completely saturated into the canvas and it had a nice clean finished look. But today I'm actually going to try out a different method, and there's a big disclaimer on this method. I do not recommend you trying this at home. I don't want to be liable for earlier. This is just for entertainment purposes. I am not liable in case you were to wreck something or cause a hazard, something like that. So, but I will be the test dummy and I'll show you guys what I'm actually going to do with this one today. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put this bag in this heavy contractor bag, really thick poly bag, and I'm actually going to put it in the dryer on a low setting with a couple of towels to soak up any excess wax that might happen to seep through the bag. And I'm gonna basically let this sit in a dryer cycle and slowly tumble and have the wax kind of naturally melt in on its own. In theory, this should work really well. I've looked at all the temps. I think I thoroughly understand that nothing is going to melt, as far as this isn't going to melt in the dryer, and I think the wax should react pretty good and pretty safe in the dryer. But like I said, do this at your own discretion. Not liable for anything. I'm just a test dummy right here, but I think it's going to really soak. I think the wax is going to soak in super well, and it's going to provide a really nice even coat across the whole thing as it slowly tumbles and melts in. So let's give it a shot. All right, so I have the duffel bag inside this poly bag, contractor bag. I got it tied off at the top with a rubber band, and I got a couple old towels in the dryer. I'm gonna throw it in here and give it a cycle and see how it turns out. All right, so it hasn't been quite a full cycle yet, but I think it's been long enough, so I'm gonna open it up and let's see what we got. All right, here's the bag. Pull this guy out. Still got the top on it, which is awesome. Got a couple old towels in there. Make sure feels good in here. No wax, nothing. Nice and dry. Don't need those guys. All right, let's head to the office and take a look at what's in the bag. All right, let's check it out. Wow, look at this. Okay, let me grab the camera and show you guys. This turned out awesome. Check this out. Look at how nice and even it's coated. Man, that's just gorgeous. It still feels a little wet, so I'm gonna let it dry, but wow, this turned out absolutely amazing. Right, so I am back. I gave it about an hour to dry and fully kind of cure, let the wax settle and harden, and this thing turned out amazing. All right, I'm gonna flip the camera out. Let's check it out. So just look at how cool it is now. It's got a super nice waxy finish to it. And for me, just moving it a little bit, it's already starting to patina up really nice. I love the look. It looks like super rugged, just super cool. But the canvas feels amazing. Like it's nice and stiff and just has a really good waxy coating on it. And it's awesome. But like, yeah, check this out. So even if I like crumple it up a little bit, it gets those really cool like worn in wax looks to it. So man, look at how awesome that turned out. Flip it around, show you guys the deer. But yeah, this thing turned out absolutely amazing. So I think it's safe to say that that method worked out extremely well. It was extremely easy, and now I have myself an awesome wax canvas duffel bag similar to the $400 one that Filson sells on their website. And it looks awesome. I mean, I'm gonna put up comparison photos to the Filson one. I think this one looks super cool, and I am super excited to use it. Let me know what you guys think. That's today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something new. I hope it was entertaining as well, and I hope you guys like how the bag turned out. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of it. I think it turned out amazing. I'm super thrilled about it, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. All right, with that being said, I really appreciate you guys sticking all the way through the end till this point. Like I said, if you guys want to be a part of the super cool community I'm trying to grow with the help of you guys, please hit the subscribe button. If you're feeling generous, hit the like button. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, hit me up in the comment section below. Love to talk to you guys down there. But that is today's video. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Be good to one another, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.